Hey, everybody, Anthony Morrison here. If you can hear me, say yes in the chat box. Say yes in the chat box. Okay, very good. Nick was having some trouble, so it's definitely on his end. Hold on one second. Let's get my webcam up. So, boom, there we are. How is everybody doing tonight? Phenomenal night here on the Success Connection, cutting that thing off. So, looks like Nick was having some trouble with his with hearing me, so I wanted to make sure it wasn't an issue for everybody. It looks like it's just an issue for Nick. So everybody type to Nick in the chat box and say, fix your issues, Nick, fix your issues. All right, there we go. Everybody can see. And whenever Nick can hear us, well, he may not even be able to hear what I'm saying, so that'd be kind of funny. But anyway, welcome to the Success Connection. I hope you guys are having a great Thursday. I hope you're all having a great Thursday night. And I'm so thankful that you're here. If it's your first time on the Success Connection, I want to congratulate you and welcome you here. This is a great place where we spend an awful lot of time really just kind of teaching you what's working right now, how to build your business, how to make more money online, how to make a more successful business and do it the right way the first time. And so super excited to have you all here tonight. There's been a lot of things going on since last week, so I'll kind of fill you in really quickly. First of all, if you are new, please note that this webinar doesn't have anything at all to do with any products that you might have or have not purchased. This is a all-inclusive training for all of my students, and we've been kind of really rocking through some email marketing stuff and then some new mobile type things and solo ads and stuff. And so I'll catch you all up. First of all, a little bit of news on my dad. I see a lot of you asking about my dad. So my dad actually came home from the hospital on Tuesday. So really excited about that. I see lots and lots of people saying yes. Thank you so much. My dad did. He made it home on Tuesday from the hospital, which was really great. He's still very weak, right? He's 79 years old and hasn't stood up in 30 days. So he's very weak. So we had to put a hospital bed in the house, have a full-time nurse or nursing aide and assistant and everything in there with him. But you know, we are just happy that he made it home, right? And that he is home and in his room and all that good stuff. So learned a lot about things I never thought I would learn about, and I can tell you that it's been a very busy week and a very busy time. But super excited that my dad was able to come home and is back home right now. Also took a quick trip, like a really quick trip to Orlando for the Funnel Hacking Live event. Did any of you go to that? Just type number 1 in if you were there. If you were there, you probably saw me there. If you were not there, then you might have seen some. I see Michael Rodriguez. How are you? Michael is in a lot of or in some posts that I did. So a lot of you saying that you didn't make it. Let me show you real fast. I want to show you guys all because we've been building funnels, we've been crushing funnels. Let me show you something really quick. I wasn't planning to bring this and show it, but it's in my office, and I thought, wow, might as well. So check this out. So I got an award at this event. And it was the 8-figure funnel award. You can see that. So it says, you know, my name, and it says 8 figures, and it's this ring, which is actually really awesome. It's very cool. So check it out. It says 8 figures on it, and it's a 4-carat diamond ring. So really awesome. ClickFunnels gave me this. So you guys know I told you I use ClickFunnels. They didn't give me this for being an affiliate or whatever. They gave it to me because I use ClickFunnels, and I've done built 8-figure funnels through there. So it's really good, and it was a great experience. Gave me a couple of minutes to get away from home, which I needed to refresh myself and to get back to work. What's exciting for me is that as we kind of build out our business and as we help you guys to build out yours, I'm always finding new things and new ways to help you have more success, right? And that's always been my goal. That's always been my #1 goal, is to help you guys have more success. And so tonight, what we're going to go over, okay, on the Success Connection tonight, which I think, so I can't zoom in a little bit, make it a little bigger for you, which I think will be really, really exciting for most all of you anyway. We're going to talk about optimizing for mobile traffic, okay? Now, I did some numbers, okay, and I want you guys to, I did some actual checking for my stats, okay? These are my stats, okay? And you know, I always share what I'm doing. I share my stats. I share my stuff with you guys because look, this is the Success Connection. This is where I share everything that I've got, and I give you as much as I possibly can to help you be successful. Now, if you can do me a favor, if you're a member of our Success Connection group and there's people that are missing out on this presentation, remember, I said, go here and just type in and tell them we're getting ready to give away mobile opt-in. I started a few minutes late here, but we'll be giving away our mobile opt-in software to one person here in the next couple of minutes. So go ahead and share on Facebook, share it in our Facebook group, and just let people know that they can join us. We have about now about 22 spots left. So 22 spots are available in the webinar now. So we're going to fill it up again, which is awesome. Okay, so my stats. I want to show you something here. When we went and looked at our traffic, okay, so just traffic coming in to our business, okay, so traffic coming into our business, what we found, and I did this week because I knew I was going to be going over this with you guys, what we found was really astonishing, right? So what we found was as the split happened between mobile and desktop, okay, so as the split kind of happened between mobile and desktop here, what we found is that for our traffic, okay, for the traffic we're getting, 78% was mobile traffic, and we're getting about 22% desktop. All right, so 78% of what we have coming into our business is mobile traffic, right? That's a huge opportunity because when we talked about last week optimizing for the type of traffic and then for the traffic source, right? How many of you were with us last week when we did that? Just say yes if you were here last week. Okay, very good. Lots and lots of yeses. So that means lots and lots of people repeating and not missing out on the Success Connection. You guys are all very smart. I'm actually going to be doing some pretty crazy stuff tonight. I'm excited. As you can tell, I'm a little bit more excited. My dad is home. I'm feeling a little better. I don't have to run to the hospital right after the webinar. I can go across the street to my parents' house, which makes me feel a little more comforted, right? So, so excited about that. So anyway, 78% of our traffic is mobile. What you want to do is you want to learn how can we make the most money possible from this mobile traffic. Now, typically, not all the time, but typically, okay, these types of things work better for what we call lead gen offers, okay? How many of you know what a lead gen offer is? Just say yes if you are. Okay, very good. All right. Okay. Perfect. Okay. So lead gen offers literally are just offers like this, and it's a page, and all it asks you for is like, you know, an email address, okay? And that's it, nothing else. And then it goes on along, and, you know, off we go, and then there's the there's the kind of light at the end of the tunnel, right? There's the money. Over here on desktop, you can convert to sales pages. Now you can still convert those to offers like that are just lead generation, but these over here is where people have to, maybe you call it click the buy button, right? Click the buy button. So people are more likely to click the buy button on desktop, and they're more likely to just put in an email address when it comes to mobile. Can anybody tell me why that might possibly be that way? Anybody want to just put that in the chat box? Okay, very good. Exactly. Here's the thing. when you're on a mobile device, oftentimes it's difficult to buy something. Another reason for that is, and we'll pull my phone up in just a little bit. Another reason for that is this: I don't trust, even me personally, I don't trust putting my credit card information into this phone nearly as much as I do this computer. And I don't know if there's actually a good reason for me to feel that way. I'm not 100% sure yet. But what I do know is that if anywhere in here it stores me typing my credit card number somehow in some kind of something in this phone, and I lose my phone, and some crazy person knows how to access that, I feel like they can get my credit card information. And so I just don't want to do it. So when I buy stuff, it's rare that I actually buy it online. Now, I might see it on my phone, I might access it on my phone, then I will go if I want to buy it, and I will get on this computer and buy it because I feel like this computer isn't going anywhere. I'm not going to lose it. It's bolted down in my house, right? So when we see that, we have to have a little bit of this like aha moment, and that is, oh my gosh, if all this traffic, okay, and we talked about this last week, all this traffic is coming through on a mobile device, then our chances of making a sale right at the point of contact, right? So right at the point of contact, right when instantly when somebody is clicking on your link, we're not going to get as much of a sale as we would over here on a lead gen page. So why do I tell you that? Well, because you always want to optimize your process for, again, where your traffic is coming from. Well, tonight what I'm going to do is I will talk to you guys. I told you I would do this. I'll talk to you about mobile opt-in. Now, I want to be very clear, very upfront, because you guys know that that's how I always do. This is a software that I built and I released it. I think it was 2.5 years ago that I actually released this to let other people use it. I've used it for quite a while, probably going on 7 years now. But I released this about 2.5 years ago for other people to use it. I am going to go through my process right now for how we've just figured out. This is insanity. We found a lead gen offer. Okay, we found a lead gen offer that is paying us $1.50 per lead. Okay, so this is paying us $1.50 per lead. I want you to think about this. All right, we buy solo ads, so we buy the solo ad traffic. Okay, when we buy the solo ad traffic, all right, we send that traffic through and it hits our page. All right, to get that traffic to our page costs between 40 and 50 cents. Okay, depending on, again, how many clicks we buy and all that kind of stuff. Okay, so if we buy a lot of traffic, we pay a little bit less for it. All right, here's where the good part comes in. Okay, if this is our page, okay, this is our page. All right, and it has this opt-in. All right, so here's what's happening. People are coming in, they opt into my page. Once they do, I send them to this lead gen page, okay, for this offer. I'm going to tell some of you what this offer is tonight. Okay, so I send them to this offer. If they opt in and they convert here, I get paid $1.50. All right, well, here's what we figured out, okay? We figured out how we can get opt-in rates over here of close to, let's just say on average, because there's bad traffic sources and good traffic sources and all that stuff. And so let's just say on average, we can get 40%, okay? So we can get 40%. let's do the math real fast on how this particular funnel works. If 40% of the people opt in right here, and let's just say we throw 1,000 clicks, okay, through to this page, that's going to send 400 people down here to this lead gen offer. Now, the lead gen offer has been converting on average for most people at, give or take, about $1 to $1.20 for everybody that hits the page. So literally, for every single one of these people that hits the page, it's worth about $1.20, okay? So that's just what, on average, what it's converting at. If I can spend $1.50 and I can make back $1.20, that means it's only costing me 30 cents, right? So in other words, I'm not making quite as much as I'm spending, but I'm making a pretty good bit. So let's just do the quick math. If we can get 400 people to hit that page and I get paid $1.20, that's $480 in revenue. That could be profitable if my click cost was more like 40 cents, and it could be slightly under, I could lose $20, okay? But here's the great thing. I have these 400 people on my list. So literally what's happening is I'm able to build my list for free. This week, we put 73,000 subscribers and we got them free. We actually managed to optimize it just enough to get it at at actually a profit, okay? Now, here's the other insane thing. We took those subscribers, okay, and we mail. And we mail different offers. We're not even mailing my offers. We're mailing other offers, like all kinds of just CPA offers from CPA networks, right? These subscribers that we're generating right now, $6,000 a day in profit. That's what we've averaged this week. $6,000 a day in profit. And it all comes, okay, from this particular funnel. It all comes from doing exactly what I've been teaching you, which is, by the way, all of it is nothing but solo ad traffic, 100% solo ad traffic. Now, let me be very clear. I'm not only buying 1,000 clicks, right? To get 73,000 subscribers, we're buying a lot more traffic. We're not just buying 1,000 clicks. But here's the thing. We've taken it and we've made a process where we're spending nothing to build our list, right? Now, how is it and why is it that it's so profitable? Here's something that I did not, well, it's not that I didn't mention it to you, it's just that this is what happens. Now, by the way, I was telling you about mobile opt-in, okay, and that we'll talk about it. Here's the thing, I want you to all understand something. The mobile opt-in software is insanity in terms of what it has cost to keep it working, because you'll see in a minute, there's a lot of things that break on a daily basis. But since I'm using it, I know that and I fix it, right? But I have one full-time developer on nothing but mobile opt-in, okay? So mobile opt-in is not free. It does cost something to use it, okay? So there is a fee to use mobile opt-in. Now, what I want you to be very clear on is that I don't get on here and just pound selling a bunch of my products. I haven't even talked about mobile opt-in in 2 years on this webinar. The only reason that I'm bringing it up today is because by default, we started going through the solo ads and we started going through optimization, and I saw people not really optimizing their pages for mobile. And I start thinking like, okay, this makes sense. I really should show people what I'm using. So how many of you understand that I'll show you what I'm using, but that you do not have to go and buy it if you don't want to. Just say yes if that makes sense. It also doesn't mean that you're not going to ever be successful. It doesn't mean that I'm going to be mad at you. It doesn't mean any of that. What it does mean is that if I'm going to get up here every Thursday night and teach you what I'm doing, I have to be transparent with you. Just like I've been very transparent about the fact that I use ClickFunnels. And at the end of every webinar, and tonight I'll do the same thing, I show you how you can get ClickFunnels, I give you some free funnels, and I share with you, this is how I build my business, right? It's not because I want a dream car from ClickFunnels, okay? I mean, I already have all my dream cars. It's because that's what I really use. So I'll tell you a little bit about mobile opt-in tonight as well, so that you can see. Out of curiosity, because I'm going to teach you a couple of new things in there, type the number 1 in if you have mobile opt-in, because I think a lot of you do, and type the number 2 in if you don't. All right, so if you have it, type a 1. If you don't, type a 2. Okay, so it's probably more people have it than don't. Okay, let's see. So more people have it than don't. Very good. So we still have a lot of people that don't have it. So for those of you that do have it, I am going to teach you, okay? I am going to share, because I'm using mobile opt-in for this funnel, I am going to do a workshop, a bonus workshop just for mobile opt-in users, and I'm going to actually show you this whole thing, and I'm going to show you how you can do this whole thing in a workshop, probably next week. So what will happen is I'll post it right inside of mobile opt-in, and you'll be able to go register and attend it. So this is going to be a bonus where I'll go through and actually show you this offer and the whole setup. But the point of this is that when we're optimizing for mobile traffic, okay, so when we're optimizing for mobile traffic, here is a problem. Here is a big problem, okay? And this is where a lot of people that build their list don't think. Let's just say that your list, okay, has 10,000 people on it, okay? Your list has 10,000 people on it. So you're really excited because there's 10,000 people on your list. You think you've done a really good job. You're phenomenal. And then you go and you send an email, okay? And when you send that email, all of a sudden, your heart drops, you feel terrible, and you say, oh my gosh, bad results. Okay, so the question is, and what a lot of people say is, well, why? Why are your results so bad if we're all doing the same thing? And the answer is one big word: quality. You see, and not all email lists are the same. There is a quality issue with a lot of email people that subscribe to your list. There's no real way for you to know how many of these 10,000 people are real. You see, you think that you know, but you don't really know, and here's why. There are 3 issues, okay? So 3 issues, 3 main, what we call pain points as email marketers. These are the things that you don't want happening in your business. Number 1, you don't want the flat out fake email addresses. Because here's the thing, if you've got 10,000 subscribers on your list, but you wake up and you say, oh gosh, I can't get anybody to open it, well, you know what? There's a very, very good chance that the subscribers on your list are not even real, right? There's people that are coming there and they're putting fake stuff in there, and they do it on desktop computers. They also do it on mobile phones, meaning they just type in a bunch of gibberish and hit submit, right? Anybody ever seen that happen? All right, how many of you have ever done that? Type the number 1 if you've ever put in a fake email address just to see what the heck would happen. Yep, that's all y'all trying to hack funnels and stuff and see what the next page is, and you put in fake information. Well, here's the thing. That's not the only problem. Some people will put in what we call secondary emails. So secondary email address. How many of you have a second email address that it's yours, it's real, but you just don't really ever look at it? Just type the number 2 in if that's you. Yep, and the 2s come flying. Because see, what happens is some people don't want to put, some people feel bad about just putting fake stuff in. So you have an email address that you hardly ever check, but you'll put it into boxes because what if you want to get the stuff? Like what if I might send something you might want to go check and get? So you put in this other email address that you rarely ever check, okay? Here's the third one. This one really sucks. Typos. There's no way for you, okay, to know if somebody's putting in a typo or a secondary email address for that matter. This one is really a pain because it's a real email address, but nobody ever checks it. It's bad quality. Typos, we can't really fix that because people have to type. And so they have to type, and that creates a problem. And then fake email addresses, of course, how are you going to stop somebody from putting a fake email address in? It's almost virtually impossible. On a desktop computer, it is impossible. And then there's the fourth issue, and this happens really for mobile, for mobile users, a lot of time for mobile users, and that is mobile people like to click, not type. Okay, what does that mean? Well, like I said, I think I mentioned this last week. It means that if I'm on my mobile phone, I am taught to just click things. I don't even have to type a passcode into my phone to get it to come on anymore. All I've got to do is just tap, and all of a sudden my password is in and my phone opens. So we are conditioned to just tap. If we can't just tap it, then we just don't even want to deal with it, right? Because we're just like, forget it. I don't want to do it. I'm not interested in it. I'm watching this TV show. I'm doing this. I'm doing that. I'm busy, right? Well, here's what happens to your email list. When all of these things and all of these people, they funnel down into this big email list, okay? And you're over here spending your money to get that to happen. You're spending your money, okay? And when you're spending your money, you're looking at, anybody would, okay? You're looking at how much money is it costing you per subscriber, right? And that's what you're really looking at. How many of you look at that? How many of you, when you're building your list, think it would make sense to look at how much money are you spending to get a subscriber? Yes? Okay, it's a very, very, very common way of looking at things. You're not going to just not care. You want to know how much is it costing you to get a subscriber. I mean, in fact, if you could use the funnel I'm showing you, it costs nothing, right? It's just free. But in most cases, you end up spending a little bit of money to get a subscriber. Here's where the problem lies, okay? Let's just say, and I'm going to give, this is going a little advanced, so if you're new, just watch closely. I'll back it back down, but I want to show you where the problem happens for people, okay? It's that if I'm looking at it and I'm saying, okay, I spent, let's just call it $100, and I got, let's just say, I got 200 subscribers, okay? Then what that's actually telling me is I'm paying about 50 cents per subscriber, okay? Now, if I'm following my own rule of thumb and saying that each subscriber that I get, okay, these subscribers, okay, I'm making an assessment. I'm saying, in my opinion, these should be worth, we'll call it $1 per month, okay? Now, is that always the case? No. This is typically the goal. This is the goal. Like mine's 73,000 subscribers, I think that was. Let's see. And that's typically like month one or so that you can get a much bigger amount of money out of the subscribers. So 73,000 subscribers, $6,000 a day. That's going to be about 186,000 divided by 73,000. So see, I'm at like $2 on average, on pace to do $2.54 per subscriber. But that will never hold up, right? Unless you're continuing to build your list. So eventually, the subscribers you got after 30 days are not making you a full $1 per subscriber. But this is typically our goal. Okay, here's where the problem lies. If we're doing this math, we're saying, okay, then we expect to make $200. and we only spent 100, so we expect to be very profitable. How many of you would agree on that math? Just say yes. Okay, I see lots and lots of yeses. All right, here's where you run into a problem. If 10% are typos and another 10% are fake and another 12% are basically, we'll call them, second emails, right, where people aren't really looking, you could literally have 30% plus or minus of your list that's just straight up fake. I mean, this is not a massively uncommon thing. This is not massively uncommon. Now, depending on how you've set up your offer, meaning what are you giving somebody for free? What is your lead magnet? How bad do they really want it? Do you go in and give it to them on the thank you page even though they haven't double opted in, which is what most of us do? Well, of course we do, because we don't want the hassle of the double opt-in. So what ends up happening, you end up with these big percentages like this. All right, well, if we take 30% of our subscribers off, that's 60 subscribers. That's 60 people that are fake. That puts us down to 140, right? So we just lost what we were counting on an extra $60. We lost that $60 in the fact that we are doing our math based on our total subscriber count, but we're not taking into account for the fact that there are a lot of fake subscribers on our list. Does that make sense to everybody? Just say yes if it does. Okay, so we're all tracking. Everybody understands that so far. Very cool. Now, what I want to do is I want to show you, this is from my mobile opt-in presentation a while ago, but what I really want to do is I want to share with you what I think anyway. And I mean, look, I could be right, I could be wrong, I could be all kinds of things, but normally I'm right when it comes to this. This was a diagram that really stood out to me when I was kind of going through this whole teaching list building. It was all about the hard work that is required to build your list. You see, there's always something fighting against you when you're trying to build your list. Whether it's you got to understand how to build opt-in pages. Well, I gave you all those for free, and for those of you that are on here at the end tonight, I'm going to give you those for free as well. So you'll get them. You will get some free landing pages as well that actually work really, really well. So you'll get them. Then we've got people, like, there's so many forces fighting against us, whether it's our opt-in page, the optimization for it, what quality is the traffic, how much does the traffic cost, can I figure out how to make an offer over here so that when somebody opts in, I can make money and I don't lose any money, so I'm not spending any money to build my list. There's so many things. Then there's the tech, right? I got to write my autoresponders, and I got to write my email copy, and I've got to find offers to promote. There's so many things. Tony says build redirects. It's what if my links aren't working and I don't have something like build redirects? There's just so many things that are fighting against us. That building a list is literally like pushing a ball up a hill. I mean, it legitimately is. Now, the good news is once you get the ball at the top of the hill, there's this momentum that takes over, because once we've got a list, we can send those emails. Once we send those emails, we get results. Once we get results, we get excited. Once we're excited, we're going to do more. And that ball is going to grow and grow and grow. And it's a snowball effect, and it's momentum. And honestly, sometimes you can't stop it. I mean, if you've got an autoresponder series that's set up, unless you are just crazy and you go in and delete your account, it will continue to make money for you until it stops running, right? So getting to the top of the hill is the major point of I guess, pain, right? It's the major pain point. And what really, really, really irritates every one of us is that one of those big, big problems that we have getting this ball up the hill is the fact that people give us fake email addresses, and we don't have control. How many of you have always heard that he who controls his business controls his destiny? Just say yes if you've heard that before, right? I see lots and lots and lots of people. You see, not all businesses can have total and complete control. For instance, let's talk about Facebook Messenger. I'm a big proponent of Facebook Messenger. But I've always told all of my students, I have a lot of people that use AutoEngage, I've always told them, I'm like, listen, we have a software that works, but if Facebook ever says this software can't work anymore, or we don't allow this anymore, we don't store anything. It's all stored on Facebook. They control it, they own it, it's theirs. And so, yeah, we can leverage it and we can use it, but it may not last forever. What happened? This week, Facebook said, no more bots, no more messenger bots for right now, because of this whole data thing that's going on that has nothing to do with you and I, but it has everything to do with Facebook reacting to a problem. So that means new people can't even use messenger bots right now at all. People that have it right now can, but nobody new can, right? And there's no promise that Facebook won't erase them all one day, right? The thing with an email list is you control it. I still have my email list from 10 years ago, right? And it isn't going anywhere. And that's the reason why email makes so much sense, but we need to control the quality of those subscribers that get on our list. So quality matters and size does not. I want you to all write that down, because I don't do, a lot of times I get on here and I'm drawing all the time, and I don't focus on the nitty gritty of some things, where I don't talk about this enough, where quality matters, size doesn't. It doesn't matter how many people are on your list. What matters is, are they good subscribers? I'll show you an example of why. This is old. This is back when I promoted something from ClickBank. I hadn't done that, and you can see this is from 2012. It's one of the first emails that I sent. But I want you to look at something, okay? I want you to look very closely. You can see that on February 22nd, I'd made no money in this ClickBank account, none. And then on the 23rd, I made $4,400. The 24th, I made $5,100. And the 25th, I made $2,100 for a total of $11,816 in that week, right? And you can see, look, I gave you some more screenshots. You can see this was a brand new account. This was me just trying to figure out how to do something on ClickBank I'd never done before, okay? How many people do you think I sent an email to make $11,816.60? Somebody put it in the chat box, just guess. All right. Somebody said 100,000. Somebody said 120,000. Somebody said 22,000. 20 to 30,000, 76,000, 80,000. So I see a lot of high guesses. I see some really low guesses, 150,000. All right. Well, check this out. Here's the email that I sent. I mean, this is the email. Look, February 23, 2012 at 10:13 p.m. I saved the email, the screenshot. I had no clue I would be talking about it 6 years later, but it was just something that blew me away. Look at the quality of the subscribers. I had 9,900 subscribers, and I made almost $12,000 literally within a couple of days of sending that email. That is quality. You see what I'm saying? There's a difference in having a big email list. I have friends that have huge email lists. They don't make any money. They just blow money just trying to send emails to a bunch of people that have no clue who they are, no clue why they're on the list, and all that stuff. It's crappy. Half of them are fake, bots, and all this stuff. Mine were real. I made $26.08 every time somebody clicked on the link in the email that I sent out. So imagine if you're building your list and it's only costing you $1 per subscriber, but you're making that dollar back, so it's costing you nothing, and then you end up getting $26 for every single time somebody clicks on the link when you mail your list. It's all about the quality of the subscribers, right? That's where money is made. So where's the traffic? These are some stats that I want you guys to write down, because I always think it's important to visually see things, ingrain it in our brains so we know, okay? So this is all about education. This is not about me selling you a mobile opt-in software. I'll let you buy a mobile opt-in at the end, but you need to know this stuff anyway. This is not like, let me see if I can make you think so much about mobile that you want to buy my software. I could care less. The point is that you need to know this for your business, right? This is important stuff. 60% of online traffic is coming from mobile devices. It's projected to eclipse 75% by 2019. We're talking about, what, a few months? Here's the important part. We're already seeing 78% in our business coming from mobile traffic. So we've already eclipsed all of these numbers. This was data that I got off the internet. Look at this, email opens. Mobile now makes up the majority of people opening an email. 51% of emails are now opened on a mobile phone. You think it's important to know how to deliver emails to a person's phone? Well, 51% of all emails are being opened on mobile phones right now. So if you could deliver an email into this mobile phone and know that you've got the right email address for the person, that's where most people are being active right now. 68%, think about this, 68% of all of Gmail and Yahoo's emails are being opened on mobile phones. So you got the two largest free email service providers in the world. And they are almost 70% of their users are opening the emails on their mobile phones, right? Pretty incredible stuff. Like, that is mind-blowing because that's where people are checking their email. 7 out of 10 shoppers are likely to make a purchase because of an email that they opened on their phone. So remember I told you that oftentimes people will open it on their phone, look at it and say, okay, save it and come back to it. Important stuff, very, very important, right? And look at this. This is the part that makes you money. You guys know that I always talk to you about analytics and stats. I want you to read this. I'm going to break it down for you one by one. All right. It says 23% of mobile emails are open more than once. So what that means is if you sent an email to your list, okay, of all of the people that open the email on their phone, 23% of them are likely to open that email twice, meaning open it more than once. Now, when that happens, there is a 65% increase in the chance of them clicking on the link in your email. Do you guys see that that means more money? Because as I showed you when I drew this, the clicks generate the money. Opens don't make you any money. So everybody write in the chat box, clicks make money. I want you to ingrain that in your brain because sometimes people are so obsessed with how many people open their email, they don't think about the fact that opening the email is only the first step. Clicks make money, okay? Clicks make money. Very, very, very important aspect to remember. I see tons and tons and tons and tons of people saying clicks make money, clicks make money. I should make a song. I'll hit up Chris and we'll make a rap song about clicks making money. So I can't rap, don't worry. But I know, it's very sad. But 65% more likely to get a click means you have a lot better chance of you making a lot of money, right, from your mobile campaigns. And then email value. This is something that's very important because of the fact that more people are clicking, okay, and they're clicking more times when they open emails on their phone. The value of a mobile email subscriber is worth almost double that of somebody that's checking on their desktop computer. Think about that. That means if we can get email addresses out of mobile phones, if we can just get the email address that you have stored in your mobile phone, and we can send emails that we know are going to be delivered right here to your mobile phone, we should be able to get double the revenue out of our email list because it is a mobile subscriber checking the email. Does that make sense? All right. I see lots and lots of people saying yes. So that is the reason why I'm so into that's the reason why I wanted to share this with you, because 80%, I mean, by the end of this year, mobile users are expected to be over 2.2 billion. That's 80% of the internet is going to be accessing their mobile phones to access their email. That is incredible. Those are numbers that you have to know if you want to be successful on the internet, right? And like I said, building quality lists is important. If all of your traffic is online, you need to focus on that. So how many of you have seen one of these little web forms like this? We build these all the time, right? Say yes. Okay, very good. Everybody saying yes. Here's the problem with these. They allow you to lose control of your business. Think about that for a minute. You lose control of your business because who actually controls your business in this scenario? That's right. Everybody's saying the user, the person that comes to the website, because if they give you a fake email address, you're screwed. If you make a typo, you're screwed. If they give you a secondary email address, nothing you can do about it. You lose control over your business. So you're out there building your list, doing the best you can, and at the final point where the wheels start to turn and things start to happen and your business is being built, you lose control. You've got control over everything, how you get the traffic in, the pages you build, the offer you give, the free stuff you give away to do it, all of that. And then it all comes down to that little person's hand typing in the wrong thing. You lose control of your business. And that is something as a business owner, and if you were looking to build a profitable business, you just simply can't do. This is a problem. Fake email addresses and all of these typos result in stats that look like this. These are my old stats, right? From when I built my list. I want you to look at this. 131,000 emails sent. Only 613 opens and 74 clicks. How many of you would agree that those numbers are terrible? Just say yes. As you can see, I've come a long way from those terrible numbers. They're not that bad anymore. That is insanely bad. We barely got 0.5% of the people on our list to even open it. So I came up with a better way. And about 5 or 6 years ago, I built mobile opt-in for myself. I want you to look at these landing pages. What sticks out to you as missing on these landing pages, right? Just put it in the chat box. What's missing? A lot of you that have mobile opt-in are answering. There's no place for somebody to type. There's no place for the user to type anything in order to get on your email list. What I built out was, you'll see those big buttons, the square boxes. When somebody taps on their phone, they tap that button. Mobile opt-in goes into their phone, gets their email address that's stored as the default email address in their phone, and then puts it in your email list. Now, you have guaranteed one. There's no way. I want you to understand something. It is impossible to get a typo. It is impossible to get a fake email address. And it is impossible to get a secondary email address because we are getting the email address right out of cell phones. Not only that, we address the problem of users having to type on cell phones when they don't want to. All they have to do is tap a button. And by tapping the button, we're able to get their email address. Now, Patrick says, so is it legal? Now, how many of you think that I would do anything that is illegal and then blast it to 1,000 people? Not going to happen. There's just no need for me to do something like that. I need to stay around to take care of my dad, my family, my wife, my dogs. You know how bad Chloe is? Alexa would flip out if I wasn't here to help with Chloe. No. 100% legal. I'll show you the process. I'm going to show you how to do it in just a second. It's 100% legal. And in fact, there's a reason why, and I'm going to let you guys guess in just a second, why do I get better open rates when I use this process? Look at this. These are old emails. I'm going to show you some of the stats, okay? Look at this. 38,000 emails sent. All you got to do is look down. 38,000 emails sent. 57.75% open rate. Okay? 57%. I want you to process that. This isn't on just a few emails. This is on 38,000. And I want you to look at the click rate. Look at the click rate. This is important training for you because you're going to learn something that even if you don't get mobile opt-in, you can implement. And I've really forgotten about teaching this because I haven't talked about mobile opt-in in so long. But look at the click rate. 27% of the people clicking. That is unheard of in this industry. It is unheard of. 27%. That is 10,000 clicks out of only 38,000 emails that were sent. But that's just one of them. Look at this. You can see where it says mobile. Like my list name had mobile in it because I started building this mobile thing. Look at this. 48% open rate when we sent out 200,000 emails. Most people can't get that kind of open rate with 500 emails. Obviously, as you know, the larger your list grows, the less likely you are to have an extremely high open rate. This is 200,000 people with a 28% click-through rate. Remember, clicks make money. That's 28.7% click-through rate. Then you've got one like this, another mobile list, 105,000 people on this list with a 28% or close to 28% open rate. Now, you'll notice that there's still some bounces over here, okay? The reason that there's still some bounces is because a bounce means that the email was not delivered. And there's a couple of reasons why that can happen. One, it can be fake email addresses, right? Or two, it can be that literally Gmail or Yahoo or AOL or whatever rejected some of the emails from GetResponse, right? So it doesn't mean that the email is fake. It means that maybe GetResponse, which is where I was sending this from, was having a delivery issue because we sent so many emails to AOL or Gmail or whatnot, right? So there's lots and lots of different reasons why you get a bounce rate. But we had a 12% bounce rate on our other list, and our bounce rate's looking at 1% or so when you use this. All of these email subscribers were built using our mobile opt-in software. Check this out, 91,000 emails sent, and I almost got a 30% click rate. That's 26,562 clicks. Now I want you to think about something. All right, if we use these numbers, that 92,000 person email list, if we ended up getting that email list for free because we were using the funnel path that I showed you earlier, okay, which, by the way, that's not what I used to get this because it wasn't available, you know, back when I did 2012 when I did this, or 15 or however long ago it was. I have a new offers now. But let's say we got our list for free and we sent 26,562 clicks to that offer that was making and is making right now, today, about $1.20 per click. That one email would generate $31,874.40 from one email to it. Literally one email. Even if you paid 50 cents per subscriber, even if you were spending 50 cents to get a subscriber, you could literally send 2 emails and make all your money back and still be making a profit. There's a reason though that this works, okay? And I'm gonna share it with you in just a second. Obviously, I'm gonna show you the mobile opt-in software real fast, okay? So we'll just kind of move this down here. I'll show you the mobile opt-in software. But what I want to do first, okay, before I even do that, is I want to ask you why you think, okay, why do you think I get a better click-through rate, okay? I want you to answer that for me. I'm gonna hook my cell phone up here. So hold on just a second. I got to plug my phone in. You're about to see my phone. Why am I getting a better click rate? There's a reason. Some of you should know this, although I'm guessing you forgot. Some of you anyway. Let's see. Plug my phone in so you can see it work on my phone. You might also have to see me order my dinner on Waiter app. I don't know if you guys have Waiter app, but I do, and it's awesome. All right, let's see. Bring up my iPhone. I know. All the pictures of my wife are going to show up in just a second, so hold tight. They're good pictures, though. They're not bad. All right. You want to see the picture of a headache? Check that out. That's my phone, right? That's the picture of a headache. 120 text messages, 80,000 emails, and 163 missed calls. How many of you want a headache? That's a headache. That is a terrible, terrible headache. Okay, so let me minimize that real quick so I don't look at it and get a bigger headache. And I'll show you, let's see, I'll show you mobile opt-in real quick. And let me show you what one of these pages look like, okay? So let's pull it back up right here. All right, so what you're looking at right here is an opt-in page on my cell phone, okay? So you're looking at my cell phone. This is showing up on the screen. This is currently our best opt-in page, okay? So this is our best opt-in page that I gave you for free for ClickFunnels, we've built it out in mobile opt-in now, so all of our mobile opt-in users are going to get that completely. It's in there for free. So if you've got mobile opt-in, it's now a campaign that you can use for free inside of mobile opt-in. It's awesome. It's built, and it's already crushing it. Now watch this. Here is why this works so well. Okay, so why am I doing this? You can see it on there. Somebody makes a selection, right? So they say, I need help with tech stuff. You'll notice there's nowhere for them to type anything in, okay? So all they do is they click continue. Now watch what happens. This is where, and this is why mobile opt-in is far and beyond better than anything else when it comes to getting clicks for you. Watch what happens. When I click that, do you notice that it instantly opened up my email on my phone? Does everybody notice that? Just say yes if you see the email on my phone, okay? And you'll notice that it says, yes, I want help with my business. And then it says, hey, I want help with my online business. Please send me a copy of your new book on how to build my business, find profitable offers, and eliminate the tech headaches I've been having for so long. P.S. We'll send you the book once you press send on this email. Okay, here's what happens. Mobile opt-in opens up the email client on your phone. When you press send, okay, when you press send on this email, it will instantly subscribe this user, my phone, to your email list, okay? And it'll go to GetResponse and Aweber. We're connected where it'll actually just push it right in to your email list for whatever email client you're using. Here's why this works so well. I'm going to ask you one more time, and I'm going to give mobile opt-in away right now to one person who answers this correctly. If you already have mobile opt-in, do not answer this question, okay? Do not answer this question. If I pick you and you already have it, then I'm going to like bill you again, okay? I want to actually be able to give somebody mobile opt-in for free tonight who answers this question. Why is it that using this process, the users are more likely to actually click on what's in the emails that we send them? Just put it in the chat box. Let's look. Somebody says it's not fake. Somebody says no. One tap to reply. Let's see. User only has to click. Let's see. I'm going to give you a very quick tip. It has nothing to do with anything I've said. Oh gosh, my Nest camera is going off on my phone. Sorry. Okay, has nothing to do with anything I've already said. All right. All right. Let's see. I'm still reading your answers. Nobody has said it yet. That's close. All right, keep them coming. Somebody's about to get it for free. I have a feeling somebody is. Okay, I've got my winner that answered the question as close as you probably can answer it, okay? All right, here's why it works so well. In every other case, okay, in every other case, I'm going to announce the winner in just a second. I got the person highlighted. In every other case, when you're building your email list, someone types in their email address, presses submit, and they have, that's it, right? All of that happens on a web page. All of that happens on your opt-in page in ClickFunnels or wherever the case may be, right? And then they go and they open their email box, and there's a bazillion emails, and they have sometimes just forgotten that they even opted in to what you sent them or what you provided for them on the website because it's so impersonal. It's on the website. It's not in their email box. Here's what happens inside of here. If I ask you a question, okay? If I ask you a question, are you likely to respond to me? Yes or no? Okay, I see lots and lots and lots of yeses. So here's what that means. I see tons of people saying yes. Here's what that means. It means that when we are responding to someone, they are more likely to pay attention to us than when we are initiating contact with them. Okay? Ann Kissling says they are getting what they requested from you in their email. That was as close as anybody got. So Ann Kissling, we're going to give you mobile opt-in tonight completely free. Okay? Here's the thing. You are responding to a request. You are responding to them. They emailed you first. You're just responding. So while the open rate goes up because your email is now whitelisted, right? So a lot of you said that your email address is whitelisted. Okay, that makes sense. But the click rate is because they are engaged, because you are now responding to them with your first email instead of initiating contact with them. Does that make sense to everybody? It's the psychology behind the process. And that is why they click at a higher rate. They don't click at a low rate. They click at a high rate because, in essence, you are responding to them instead of writing them this arbitrarily unknown email and hoping that they will respond to you. That is why mobile opt-in works so well. Now, when you send this email, okay, so when you send it, you'll see that this little thing says processing your request, all right? And then if you have it set up, which I didn't because I wanted you to be able to see this, it says we're processing your request, right? If they don't press the send button, okay, so if they hit cancel, they see a screen like this that will redirect them to whatever offer you want them to be redirected to. What I've done is left it sitting there because I wanted to show you what the process looks like. So we're going to show you real fast what actually happens with mobile opt-in. So would you guys like me to show you a real quick, just real quick, how to build one? It's taken me quite a while tonight to get through this because I'm not really doing the PowerPoint presentation. I'm actually trying to teach you what the mechanics and the whys so that even if you don't get mobile opt-in or you don't have it, you can still implement the training, because that's really what this is all about. So let's do a real quick, we can just look at the one that I've built here, okay? So when you build a page in mobile opt-in, it gives you a URL like this, okay? So it gives you a website address, much like ClickFunnels does. So you don't have to have your own web hosting or anything to use our pages. When you use the pages for mobile opt-in, they're literally just there. They're ready for you. They're done. All you've got to do literally is just copy and paste this and boom, you're good to go, right? So super, super simple. You can build that out. All right, so let's take a quick look at the page. So what we've done is mobile opt-in, and the way that it's built is a lot like ClickFunnels, but it's just for mobile devices and it's with our mobile technology, right? So everything is built inside of our little editor here, and there's a lot of stuff that you can customize. There's a lot of stuff that you can edit. There's a lot of stuff that you can play with, right? You've got timers, right? So you can go in here to the timer and you can click on it and you can change. Does it start over every day or does it start over every time somebody loads the page? If it starts over every day, when does the day end? So in other words, you can set your timer. You can change your colors. If we don't want that to be red anymore, we can make it green, and we can make the background color different colors, whatever we want. That's if we have certain things in here. So watch this. We can make our timer green, right? We could go in here and we could change the style. We could have like a circle gradient here, okay? And then with that circle gradient, we might, I don't think we really want to do that. Probably put this in there. We can do like this. So check it out. We have a circle gradient countdown timer. We can change to something like this, right? So this is the one where I can change like the different colors. So if we wanted to go through here and make this just black, right? We could do it. Now we have that timer on here. We can change the style of our timer just like we can change anything else on the page, right? You can obviously change your text, okay? So we can edit the text, the size of the text, whether it's to the left, to the center, to the right, bold or italicized. We can make things a link. We can change the color of the text if we just want it to be, you know, a different color. Basically anything and everything, we can highlight it, right? So I'm going to make my template now very ugly because I'm playing around with this. The thing is the editor works just like really like ClickFunnels does. Okay, there's not a whole lot of difference in our editor and what ClickFunnels has because we built this years ago. But it was built using the same thing and the same idea that we want it to be very easy. You can also kind of rearrange things. You know, if you wanted to drag this above this down here, you know, you can make things bigger, all kinds of stuff, right? So all of that is in here and easy. The question is, how does it actually work? So check this out. All you do is you go over here to these campaign settings, okay? And when you go to campaign settings, this is your slug. So this is kind of like that URL that you have, like / your name or your offer or whatever. All right, that's what you're putting in here. You can also use your own custom domain names if you want to. We give you this app.mobileoptin.com because, you know, if you don't want to have to go buy a bunch of domain names, why would you do that when you can just use ours? I actually use all of these myself. All right, we'll kind of come back to some of these things, but you can enable all kinds of stuff. You can turn on retargeting if you do a lot of Facebook advertising. That way, when people hit this page, it fires your pixel. You can redirect visitors. So check this out. This is something that's really, really, really cool. All right. I don't know anybody else that does this, any other software. If somebody comes back to your mobile opt-in page that has already opted in, don't you think it would be more profitable for you to just send them on to the offer that you're promoting and not try to get them to opt in again? I mean, doesn't that make sense to you? Why would you want to make them opt in again if they've already opted in? Well, mobile opt-in can tell if they have opted in already, and we can redirect them to an affiliate offer or your website or whatever the case may be. We can redirect them for you so that you make more money and you don't lose money, right? That's always the biggest thing for me, is eliminating places where we can lose money. I'll talk to you about optimization in just a second. All right, so we have this. Then we go down here and we set up basically our, this is kind of like the settings to tell it how to put the email addresses in your email list. It's very simple. You connect your account, like your GetResponse account or your Aweber account or whatever. You connect that with mobile opt-in, okay? So there's a button in here that lets you do that. Once you do it, it shows up here in this, and you say, I want to put the leads from this page in my GetResponse account, and then you select your list. Which list inside of your account do you want the leads to go to? And you just select one, so I'll pick this one. Then you can say, if somebody opts in, okay, so if somebody actually opts in, redirect them here, okay? Or you can say, oh, you can always redirect them, meaning always redirect somebody even if they don't opt in. Does that make sense to everybody? So in other words, if you're making money, if you're promoting an affiliate offer, you may want to always redirect people, even if they don't opt in. Just redirect them, right? Because you want to make money. If you're giving away like a free book or something, and you want to make sure that you actually have people opting in before they get it, you say only redirect when it's a successful thing, right? When somebody successfully opts in. Does that make sense, everybody? Yes? Okay, lots and lots of yeses. So you have control over that. And then here's the thing. You get to control the email that shows up on the user's phone. So you guys remember when I clicked the button, that email popped up on my phone? Everybody remember that? Okay, well, this is where I write that email. This is where that email comes from. I get to write it. So if I were to write it and say, you know, no, like, no, I don't want help with my business, right? If I were to do something like that, okay, and then I were to go in here and save this, all right, and then I go back to my phone, I'll try to pull this up, I'll try to refresh this. Now you guys can see what I saved. Check this out. My timer is, I haven't got my timer set like alignment perfect, but you can see my timer is there. Okay, I changed it instantly, took just a few seconds to do it. If I scroll down and I pick one of these options and I click the continue button, all right, what's going to happen is, even if I don't opt in, I want you to watch something. Let's say my email comes up. First of all, everybody see where it says no now? I've controlled that with mobile opt-in instantly. It says no, and so obviously it's controlled. But watch this. Even if I don't opt in, okay, because some people will look at this and they'll say, I'm not going to send the email. So even if I cancel the email, it still redirected me to my thank you page. Does everybody see that? Here's the crazy part. Nobody can stop you from sending them to your thank you page if you want to send them to your thank you page. Mobile opt-in controls their phone. So when they click that button, we control everything on the phone, Android and iPhone. So what that means is, again, people will always get redirected through your thank you page. Unlike when you see an offer on the internet and you look at it and you say, I don't want that, right? And you leave. You don't see the thank you page. You don't get sent to the page where people make money. But on this, again, if you click this button and you press the send button, or you don't press the send button, we control, watch what happens. If I said, no, you know what, I'm not sending that, I don't want that for free. Doesn't matter. The first thing you're going to see is whatever we want you to see. So let's just say we were giving away this free book, okay? But then we thought, well, if they don't opt in, we just want to send them to an affiliate link so we can try to make some money on that page that'll pay us $1.20 a visitor almost, right? We could take all the people that don't give us their email address and push them to a different place, and then keep the ones that do and send them to our thank you page. This is maximum optimization. Does everybody understand that? Just say yes. Maximum optimization. Okay? All through mobile opt-in. All right? All through mobile opt-in. Okay? So, super, super cool. I see lots and lots of people saying yes, yes, yes. Now, you know that I like optimization. So here's what I did. You see down here where it says Survey 1, you can actually, once you build a page, unlike a lot of places that make it very difficult, you can click Clone. And when you clone it, it will give you a second variation of it. And you can go in here and say, hey, I want 50% of my visitors to go to each one of these. So in this variation, everything stays the same, okay? Everything is the same, but maybe you just want your, maybe you want your timer thing you want to test it with red, right? So you just save it in red, and now you've got a version in red, and you've got a version that's not in red, and it shows 50-50, right? So I have it set up to show 50-50. Now, of course, the way the database counts those, it may not, since I've already been playing around with this and I'm kind of cookie to it. Well, nope, never mind. Look, check this out. It's already live. Look. So I loaded the page, and all of a sudden I see the red one, right? So pretty cool stuff that you can sit there and refresh, and you can go from red to green, see? Red to green, red to green. So again, you're able to set up split tests. Now, here's what I think is the most important part about this. So pay close attention. In the campaign settings, we can enable optimization. Now, this is where real money gets made, because you can optimize. You can say, look, we want 1,000 or 100, and we'll say 1,000 clicks to come into this campaign. We're splitting them 50-50, so that means each one's getting 500 clicks. Does that make sense to everybody? Just say yes if it does. Okay. Each one gets 500 clicks. Mobile opt-in will automatically, without you doing anything, it will automatically turn off the one that is not getting the best results. And you can tell it, do you want to optimize for opt-ins, meaning getting the most opt-ins per number of people that visit the page? Or do you want to do conversion? Because we can actually track the conversions all the way to where we want it to go. So enable optimization. Okay, you can optimize for opt-ins, conversions, and clicks, and mobile opt-in will do it all by itself, which is what I think is really good. And then you can see that it's already had one click because it's me, right? So it says campaign has one optimization click, right? So you can go in here and tell mobile opt-in to do all of this stuff for you, and it will automatically do it. Now, I did not show you the ease of use, which is what I kind of always have built out in life. So check this out. You can go over here to create campaign. We'll call this DSC, and watch this. Once I create this, I have over here a blank screen, but there's a button over here that says templates. And when you click that, it brings up all of these templates that we have, okay? We have our survey template. That's the one that you just saw. We have some of our funnels are built out in here, right? So like for instance, look at this. We can select this and it will automatically build this for you. Now I want you to look at that. It is literally automatically built for you. You don't even have to do anything. Look, everything done. So if you click funnels or something, you can literally go through here, use this funnel, and it's 100% done for you, right? And all of it is there to where all you gotta do is click a button. You can also use some of these other templates, right? So these are templates that we've built out, like for instance, this one, download my free report, right? And then these are ones that you can go in and quickly edit, and these are ones that we've tested, right? This one is a little bit longer with a video. But the point is you don't even have to go in like a lot of things and build these out yourself, because like you do real estate, we've got some stuff for real estate in here. We've got a ton of templates that are in here. And if you do e-com, we've actually got a lot of e-com templates in here that are already set up for like Shopify and e-com stuff so that you can go in and do that. If you happen to do webinars, I don't know if many of you do, but we have webinar funnels in here. I mean, we literally have hundreds of these. And then we have some different elements that you can add. So like you can add this particular element to the page or that element to the page. So we have elements and templates that are already built out for you. And then you can add images, videos, countdown timers, bullet point lists, text, headlines. All of this stuff can be added by just simply using what we've already built. So you can build your own template from scratch. You don't have to use what I'm using. If you go in here and just say, hey, I want to build my own, okay, you can do that from scratch. Watch. We'll just call this my own. But I mean, it takes like 3 seconds to have something live. You just literally drag a container box over here, right? So this is literally you getting started. And then from inside of here, you just pick like, what do you want your background color to be? You can also use images that we already have. So like if you want a template that's very patriotic, you can click this, put this in here, and now you've got your background, right? You can drag a headline over here, type up in here, and say, I don't know, make money in America. I don't know. I'm just being silly. We can bold all of that, right? And then now you've got that in there. You can add an image right here if you wanted an image there. You can add a countdown timer to it. I mean, you can do whatever you want. You can add your mail to box. So this is the box that tells people to subscribe to your list. And you can go in here and change this all up. The words can be that color. The background could be like really, really ugly, or it could be like Christmas. You could change what it says, get it free. You can change the size of the text to make it bigger or smaller. You can change the style of the button, make it a little smaller. You can give it a dotted border, maybe a dash border. I mean, there's just all kinds of stuff that you can add an icon to it, save it. Now people click that button, and that's the button that makes people opt in, right? So literally, you can just build from scratch whatever you want. Now, the other thing that mobile opt-in does have, and I'll show you real fast, is stats. So you'll notice that over here, you can click on any of these campaigns. Like if I click on this, do you see the stats over here? Let's pull this one. Do you see how this has stats, and it's showing you the stats of each version of this, okay? So it's showing you the stats of each version of it. All right, now, the one other thing that it does, and then we'll wrap up this demo because there's so much going on in here. The one other thing that it does is you can actually make it work with ClickFunnels in two different ways. The easiest way is right here. You would always promote your mobile opt-in page link, and you can go in here and you can tell it that if somebody visits this URL from a desktop computer, to send them somewhere else. So watch this. So if we tell it to send them to Anthony Morrison, well, AnthonyMorrison.com, if they visit this page from a desktop computer, and then we save it, all right? And then we go back to campaigns, and we go to this page, and we copy it. We will end up going to AnthonyMorrison.com, not to mobile opt-in, because this is not a mobile device and it wouldn't make any sense. But if you were to go to that URL right now on your phone, you end up on the mobile opt-in page. Does that make sense to everybody? Just say yes. Okay, so what that means is you can build out both a mobile and a desktop-friendly version of your pages. And this works on iPads, tablets, Android, iPhone, anything mobile, right? Anything considered a mobile device, mobile opt-in works on. And there's some other really cool stuff in here. I mean, for people that want to like build campaigns for other people, you can do that and sell it to them. All kinds of stuff. But most of you are probably interested in building your own email list. I use this in conjunction with ClickFunnels so that I can get better optimization, more clicks from my emails, and essentially just make more money off the mobile traffic. Does that make sense, everybody? And all the pages form fit. They put everything looks perfect on a mobile device. On a desktop computer, it doesn't work worth a flip. So that's why we have it built in to redirect, okay? The ability to control somebody's phone, make them see a thank you page, make them go to an affiliate link, it's pretty phenomenal stuff, right? It's not something that we have typically in the past ever been able to do. All right, so let me pull back up this. So first of all, for those of you that don't have mobile opt-in, okay, if you don't have it, how many of you feel like it's something you would actually want? Type number 1 in, if that's you. All right, now I already told you it's not free, right? Tons of people on here paid for it. I considered doing somebody said I'd buy it again. Who said that? Dick did. Dick, don't buy it twice. I considered doing a discount on it but I've never done discounts on our products because I like to maintain the integrity of everybody else that bought something. Nothing irritates me more than when I see people sell something and then 4 months later they've wasted all their money or something, and then they turn around and they say, I'm going to give you a 50% discount. And then it's like, well, what happened to all the people that just bought it, you know? And maybe you would agree with me on that. Like, it's just not what I prefer to do. So here's what I am going to do. I'm going to tell you up front. For those of you that enroll in it tonight, and literally my links are specifically my links, right? This is not like the open link that you can go get on mobile opt-in on the website, members area and all that stuff. This is specific for tonight, okay? So here's the thing. What we're going to be able to do is I'm going to do a workshop with you, okay? So I'm going to do a workshop with you that walks you through the funnel that we're using right now to generate that revenue. I'm also going to tell you which offer it is that we're using, okay? So I'm literally going to give you the funnel and the offer, which is probably the most important thing. I'm going to walk you through building it out in mobile opt-in so that you can go and do the exact same thing that I'm doing right now on the one that we're making $6,000 a day on. I will record that presentation for you and send it to everyone that has mobile opt-in that is on this webinar. So it's not going to get posted in mobile opt-in. I'm only going to give it to the people who are on tonight's webinar and have mobile opt-in. If you join mobile opt-in tonight on tonight's webinar, you will also get it. Here's what that will do. That will cut down 80% of the people, and then I won't oversaturate basically the offer that I'm giving you, right? In other words, the funnel that I'm using, I'm not going to have 1,000 people just because we have 1,000 people that have mobile opt-in. There will be X number of percentage that were on this webinar tonight, and then X number of percentage that get enrolled in mobile opt-in tonight, and that's my bonus to you that I was sitting around trying to think of what can I do, because I want to be able to help everybody out, but I know that I've sold this software in the past. I can't in good faith discount it because it's unfair to the people that have bought it. And so I try to come up with, where can I add value to everybody, give you more value than anybody ever got when they bought this, and then of course be able to give you ongoing value. So that's what kind of what I came up with. Hopefully it works out to our advantage and everybody is happy and all of those good things. In fact, here's what I'll do. I'm also going to give away one more free mobile opt-in, okay? So I'm gonna give away one more free mobile opt-in. Here's how you can win. Because I'm doing another Facebook ad test, so I need your comments, but I only want you to comment if it's relevant, please, okay? So I don't want you just spamming my Facebook page. Go to my Facebook page. You can see it right here, go.thsc.com/Facebook. And before we get off this webinar tonight, leave me a comment on this post. So check this post out right here. It's like the second one down. It says, is it hard to earn 8 figures? I do not want you to talk about mobile opt-in on the post. This is for our ambassador club. If you're a member of our ambassador club, tell everybody what you think about it. If you're not, then just tell everybody if you think they should join my training. That's really all it is. It's an invitation to a training. Tell them do you give me 2 stars or 10 stars, right? 4 stars or 10. Should people join my training? You can do that right on my Facebook page, right here, go.thsc.com/Facebook. And I will give this away at the end of tonight for free to one person who has liked, shared, and commented on it, okay? So liked, shared, and commented. If you end up enrolling and I pick you, then I'll just refund you. Is everybody good with that? Just say yes if you are. All right, lots of yeses coming in. Very good. So you got plenty of time. Go leave me a comment. All you got to do is find this video. It only works on this one. So likes, shares, comments. Remember, don't talk about mobile opt-in. This is about the Ambassador Club. It's about my training. So tell people if they should join my training or not. If you say no, I'm not going to delete your comment. So you can feel free to be 100% transparent and honest on that training, okay, or on that post. So do that now, and I'll hop back in here. I'll show you guys how you can get enrolled in this in just a second. So back when we did this, we had some really cool success stories come in. Bree was one of the first people to pop up and say, this worked awesome for me. I'm not going to go through all that hoopla about testimonials and stuff. You guys can see I was communicating with her. It worked really well. She got 38 subscribers, but 4 orders. What I want to be very clear about, okay, all right, what I want to be very clear about is that she got 4 sales out of only 38 subscribers. Do you think it's because more people open her emails and click, like I said earlier? Yes or no? That's where the real power is. It's that people are clicking more, which makes more money. It almost doesn't matter what the opt-in rate is, right? After 24 hours, she got 56 subscribers and 5 conversions. That's insanity because she was selling a product. She wasn't doing lead generation, right? She's actually selling a product, okay? Email marketing, some people are new to our webinar and they say, does it really work? I mean, look, this is one of Adrian's accounts for e-commerce, $3,000 in sales with email marketing. You can see that all of this traffic was mobile, 63% of it, and this was a year ago. Yeah, well, 2016. So, but I mean, it was January of 2016, 63%. And then you can see, like, I mean, I generate commissions all day long mailing, and you guys see I don't sell other people's products to you. When was the last time you see me send a bunch of emails saying go buy other people's stuff? I don't do it. I'm doing what I'm teaching you to do. I'm promoting like CPA offers and different things like that, and that's where I make a lot of my money, right? So with mobile opt-in, all right, tonight, you're gonna get all the stuff that I've always given away. All right, so 400 templates. There are 400 templates in there, by the way. All of our stats, our split test engine, our URL redirects, the hosting you don't have to do, all of that. So you're going to get everything that we pretty much put together for you already. Okay, so all of that stuff will come with this when you get enrolled. All right, so super simple. I pretty much feel like this is a success formula. This is the formula I've been teaching you guys in the Success Connection for a long time. Getting traffic to your landing page, sending emails, making money. This is our profit cycle formula. How many of you believe in the profit cycle formula now? Just say yes, right? I mean, before tonight, had nothing to do with tonight. The profit cycle formula is the way to go. I see a lot of you are probably posting on Facebook right now. Allow me to go take a look. And I'm going to pick our winner right off of Facebook here before we jump offline, right? So before this webinar is over. So if you've left me some comments on that, you will have the opportunity to get that. So some of you are asking about the link. I can't pull it back up. It's just on my fan page, and you'll see a little video of me sitting in here wearing this shirt because I filmed it a few minutes ago. Looks similar to this, right? So it's got this little video going. So right now we got 25 comments and 44 likes and shares. I have no clue how we got more likes and shares than we do comments, but you need to comment in order to qualify to win. Like I said, I'll give you guys, even if you happen to buy a mobile opt-in at the end, I'll give it to you for free, or I'll refund you. So I'm going to open up access to this, but I am going to close it. I'm not going to do it on all night. This is not supposed to be a big sales pitch. First of all, how many of you feel like you learned an awful lot about the mobile process, the way that people think, and all that good stuff tonight on the Success Connection? Just say yes. Okay. Very good. So I see lots and lots and lots of people saying they've learned. That's my number one. I could care less really about everything else. That is my number one most important thing, is to make sure that you all feel like this was the best time you could have spent, the best thing you could have done for yourself or for your family on a Thursday night, right? So awesome. I'm super excited about that. At the end of tonight, after I open up the enrollment here, I'm also going to give you guys access to the free ClickFunnels funnels if in fact you don't have those already. So if you're new, you're going to get that for free tonight. And I'm going to go in and tell you what we're doing next week, because once I open this up, there's going to be a lot of questions and a lot of people. How many of you already know what, like, it's not like a secret. Mobile Optin's been on my page forever. You just need to use tonight's link or be on this webinar in order to get my bonus. But how many of you want to get Mobile Optin tonight? Just type number 3 in. All right. So I see tons and tons and tons of 3s, and you all probably already know what Mobile Optin costs. It's not like I hide it. It's on my site. But I want to tell you, before I open it up, I want to tell you what we're going to do next week. So next week, I am doing a giveaway that I've never done before. All right. I am going to give away a one-on-one mentorship with me. I've never even done this before, like ever, period. I'm giving away a one-on-one mentorship with me next week. You will either have the ability to A, fly to Mississippi, okay, and I'll work with you, or B, I will do it digitally, just on webinars. One-on-one, completely free. Everybody asking, how can you win? All you got to do is be there. That's it. All you have to do is show up. When you show up, there's no catch, no trick, no gimmick. You just have to be there. I've just decided that I want to take one person and see how much money I can make. And so I've never done it before because I'm super busy, as you all know, but I'm going to do it next week live. You will have to be on here live, and I will pick one person to get that. We will also start our mobile domination workshop. Okay, we're going to talk about things like Instagram traffic. Okay, I've been playing around with Instagram. I can show you some really cool stuff. Instagram traffic, how to find offers for mobile, like the things that actually are going to make you a lot of money with mobile traffic. Mobile domination starts next week, and it's completely free. And not only that, oh, by the way, I'm writing on my own notepad here. It's not on the screen. And I will be giving away a one-on-one mentorship next week, completely free. I have never even done one-on-one, period. So what do you guys think the value of one-on-one with me for, we'll say, I don't know, call it, if we do it digital, couple days of getting on, whatever. What do you think it's worth? People saying $100,000. My wife would beg to differ. She would say, send him away for a week or two. Needs a break. No, yeah, I mean, I don't know what it's worth. I'm not going to ever sell that because I don't like to sell myself, but I will give it away for free. So next week, that's what we're doing, okay? All right, let's see what we can do. I do believe that mobile opt-in has always been the missing piece to people and their success. I really do. It was the missing piece for ours when we started using it, and we've tried a lot of things and it didn't work, and we were always marginal. But when we got mobile opt-in and when we built it and we got it kind of built out, we started crushing it and killing it. And that's why I believe that it really is one of the best things that you can do. Now, of course, if you're not a student of mine, you would get this bonus. This is from back in the day. You would get the Success Connection webinars. We already know that. I have no clue what to do there. Okay, so, but we also have a training in here, which we've updated from my brother, Adrian, who teaches some Facebook ads. So this is one of the bonuses that I give you inside of mobile opt-in. I didn't show you that tonight, but it's in there. Adrian has done some crazy stuff. These are some of his stats from even a couple years ago, just hundreds of thousands of dollars in traffic. And we've optimized that for mobile opt-in. So his training in here is specific to mobile opt-in. You'll get that for free. He's generated millions of dollars with mobile traffic, and this is one of the ways he's done it. I'm also giving you Google training with Fred Lamb. Some of you probably know who Fred Lamb is. He filmed this training for me a couple years ago, still applies today. I actually used this the other day when I tried to do a Google campaign because I had not done one in forever myself. And I was actually in mobile opt-in looking around for this, and I went in here and used the training. But you get this session with Fred. It's completely free. It's included in here. So you get all these different things, right? So you get all of these things, and you get them completely free. But in order to enroll in mobile opt-in, what we have is when we decided we were going to launch this, we dropped our price down $1,000, and we said we were going to go up to $3,000 on it. I never actually went up to $3,000 because I never actually sold it again, right? How many of you realize I haven't talked about mobile opt-in in 2 years? It just isn't something. I did it once. I didn't really want to. I didn't want to, constantly be just barraging people with the same stuff. So it didn't really make sense. So anyway, we cut the price down, and the enrollment to use mobile opt-in it's a one-time fee, and it's a one-time fee of $1,997. So probably most all of you already knew that. All right, it's not like that's a quick trick type thing. It's live all over our website. I put the URL in the box. Now, here's the thing. When you get mobile opt-in tonight, first of all, I'm going to take a list of everybody currently on here. You're all going to get my workshop series next week on the little offer that I'm doing right now that makes $6,000 a day. You're going to get it. Anybody that joins tonight will also get it. I'm also going to hook you up with some of the bonuses that we put together. We have some traffic training in here from the Traffic Experts Academy, which is a little series that I did on nothing but generating traffic. It's inside of there. You'll get it free. You'll also get my templates. So all those templates in there, not everybody got those when we originally did this. But these are a bonus that I put in later on. They're my templates. You get those for free, and you get Adrian's templates for free. That's all the e-com templates. So essentially what we're doing is giving you all the templates, all the training, all the coaching, everything you need, and you get it for free. But here's the thing. It's late at night, and I'm obviously tired, and I don't lie. Look, this is my dad's nurse saying, hey, Mr. Rogers, 9 p.m. medicine is not in his pill box, which means Anthony can't stay on here for a long, long time because I have to get my dad his medicine. So that's not very good. I will have to take care of that. So I'm going to open this up for 15 minutes. And in 15 minutes, if you have enrolled in the next 15 minutes, I am going to give you the bonuses that we talked about tonight, okay? So you will get and that would include my training. If you're already in mobile opt-in, please don't buy it again to get the bonus. You're going to get it anyway, okay? Nick is going to download a list of everybody that's on this webinar tonight, and you're going to get those bonuses for free. So if you order it tonight, you're going to get it for free in the next 14 minutes. And if you already have it, you're going to get that bonus for free. Does everybody understand that? Just say yes if you understand that. Okay. So I'm going to give you my $6,000 a day campaign right now. I'm going to show you how to build it out in your mobile opt-in account. That's the reason why it doesn't make a lot of sense for me to give that to anybody else, because if you're not using the software that I'm building it in, then it probably doesn't make as much sense, right? For you to do it. So is that right? Type number 1 in if you're getting mobile opt-in now, because a lot of people have it, and that's great. So all of you are getting that bonus from me for free anyway. But I see Lee, Dennis, Tom, Tony, Michael, Larry, Marcus. My dogs sound like they're getting it. So I see lots and lots of people. All right. If you have questions, put them in the chat box for me now, because the dogs, they're crazy. Put your questions in the chat box so I can answer them for you now, okay? All right, let's see. I'm going to try to move this around here. All right, if you already have Ambassador Club, do you need mobile opt-in? Mobile opt-in would help you make more money with the Ambassador Club, yes. So it's not the same thing as the Ambassador Club, so yes, it would. Marcus says, what if I have a really small list? Well, Marcus, here's the thing. This builds your list. So if you're building your list, then it makes 100% more sense, right? If you have a small list, this will help you grow your list and grow it right. Kelly says, what day is the workshop next week? Kelly, I'm thinking we'll probably do it on Wednesday, but I may do it 2 or 3 times just so everybody has a chance. And I'll also put the recording in an email for the people that are on here. I want you to be understanding that I will not put it in the members area, because it will not be given to anybody that is not already on this webinar, okay? So be clear on that. So far, some of you are asking me who's in. Wayne, Mike, Wendy, Brian, and then my screen is kind of frozen. So let's see, kind of going through here to give you guys. All right. So Deborah says, if I'm using ClickFunnels, will I have to use a different autoresponder for mobile opt-in? We're actually working on integrating it with ClickFunnels now, but we're integrated with a couple of other things that will get it into ClickFunnels. The answer is no. Let's see. Somebody said Chloe wants mobile opt-in. That's true. Let's see. Got lots and lots of people asking me questions. Do I need to have an iPhone to use it? No. This is specifically for the other people that are, like, say, visiting your page or whatever. They will need an iPhone or an Android or a mobile device. Marcus says, just got it. Very good. Philip says, I'm learning. Thank you for awesome content. Lee says, will it work with my GetResponse account? The answer is yes. It works 100% with GetResponse, Aweber, ActiveCampaign, Zapier, all kinds of stuff. Can you make a thank you page with mobile opt-in? You can if you want to, yes. Troy says, I just got it. Congratulations, Troy. We have 10 minutes left. Nancy says, wait, I can't use it with ClickFunnels. Yes, you can use it with ClickFunnels. That's no problem. We just use this as a way to get our mobile traffic moved over. That's all. By the way, for those of you that are trying to enroll, if your card is declining, I see some of you, most of the time, yeah, it's your bank, probably because it's so late. All you got to do is flip your card over, dial the number that you see on the back of your credit card, and just tell them that you're enrolling in this, that this is something you're trying to do, and then try to reorder it again. All right. Yes, 1 second. I do. Somebody asked me about this. Well, Q&A. You can tell I haven't paid any attention to this PowerPoint. Check this out. Somebody asked me, what will you give away, right? Well, what we did was when we launched mobile opt-in, we didn't have this, but we put together some done-for-you workbooks, right? PDFs, ebooks that you can give away, and we've already got templates built out that have these on it. So if you're trying to build your list and you want to go into a different niche, or maybe you just simply don't have the specific type of ebook that you want, or maybe just a guide for how to get an ebook that's proper, I give you these ebooks in here. There's 10 of them that you can download in your mobile opt-in account, and you can give those away. Does that make sense to everybody? This is a bonus that I put in like probably a year after we really finished it, I gave this to everybody. So I want to be very clear with every single person on this webinar. We got 9 minutes left, and then I'll be closing down my bonus and closing this thing up. Here's the thing. All of you that have mobile opt-in, you already have all these bonuses. You just may not have logged in and looked. Okay? So if you've already got mobile opt-in, they're inside of mobile opt-in. If you go to the support button and you look at the help videos and stuff, I put them inside of there for you. You probably just haven't clicked around them. Joseph, the answer is yes. Give me 1 second. If you get mobile opt-in tonight, you'll obviously get the bonuses. Okay? So I want to be very, very clear, all right, that if you already have mobile opt-in, please don't buy it again. I've seen 4 people ask me if they need to buy it again. I would absolutely, positively, unequivocally never ask you to buy the same software twice just because I upgraded it. One of the promises that I make with all of my software is that if you buy my software, my courses, or anything like that, you're always going to get the updates. You're always going to get the upgrades. Well, if you read down there, it says no monthly fees, access to all updates, right? Like, we don't want you to have to go and pay for more and more and more and more and more and more and more stuff, right? Laurie says, why do people already have this if you haven't talked about it in years? Well, Laurie, one of the awesome things that happens here in our community is that I have students on this webinar, probably 400 or 500, that have been with me for years on here. Yeah, Paul says we are loyal to Anthony. Jim says we got it a year ago. I'm one of those people. So no, I haven't been talking about mobile opt-in in a long, long time. Jeff says I've been here for 2 to 3 years. DJ, I remember DJ. What's up, DJ? Says I got mobile opt-in on August 16th, 2015. So that's how long ago it was that I was talking about mobile opt-in. So it's one of those things where, you know, I don't go and pound my students to buy stuff. I kind of let you make your decision, right? Mike, yes, we're looking at doing that, but you can also use Zapier to get there. So I got about 6 minutes left. Is there anybody else that's still trying to get enrolled? Type the number 3 in if you're still trying to get enrolled, so I can, if you have questions or if there's a problem or something, let me know. But I got to be pretty strict to my 6 minutes because I really, my dad's an hour behind on his medicine, and I'm the one that does his medicine. So Arlene, Lori, Robert, Nancy, Misty. So for those of you that are kind of hanging out, waiting around, if you could just go and take action now, get it now, fill it out now, whatever it is, because once we cut it off, that will be the cutoff on the bonus that I'm giving away. And I'll have Nick pull that immediately. So Nick, if you could do that for me right when I finish this up. And then I got to announce the winner of the second mobile opt-in account for free tonight, which is pretty dope. And if you happen to be one of the people that have already won, then I'll just refund you. So, all right, sorry, that have already enrolled. Then I'll just refund you. Karen says getting a 404. Karen, you're probably just going to the wrong address. It's mobileoptin.com/Anthony. All right, so mobileoptin.com/Anthony. We do have a flexible payment plan. I thought that was actually on the screen when I went to this slide. We have a flexible payment plan that you can use 3 payments of $797 if, in fact, you want to do that. Like to be extremely transparent and very clear. I'll put the link in the chat box. We always have this. Let's see, optin.com/Anthony Flex. It does cost a little bit more when you do the 3 payment plan, right? So it's not the same price, but at the end of the day, you can get in for $797. So I think I have these links on here. So you can check this out. This is the final slide that I have, and I have 5 more minutes. So you can get in for $1,997, one-time payment, mobileoptin.com/Anthony, or you can get 3 payments of $797, okay? And you can get in right now for $797, okay? All right, so I see lots and lots of people asking me questions. Yeah, so I don't know. Can everybody tell me if the link works? Just say yes if the links work. Okay, because a couple people said the links don't work, but they do. So Martha, you must be typing in wrong. You're the only one that's saying the link doesn't work. Everybody else is saying that it does work, and we have about 4 minutes left. It might also be that we just have so many people going to the page right now. So if you're trying to get on the page and it's not loading, it's likely just, like I said, that we just have a lot of people that are going there. For some of you, like I think Jim and Tom, I saw that you guys had, let's see, Jim and Tom, your credit cards declined. You just, like I said, you need to flip the card over, dial the number on the back of the card, and then that will, and just tell the bank that you're trying to make that this purchase. If you've tried to purchase before the next 3 minutes are up, when we wrap this thing up, I'll still honor it, for our bonuses when it comes through, because I realize you can't do much about credit cards not going through. Let's see. Going through, click the link in the chat box. Yeah, you can't click the link in the chat box. It's not like a click. Well, yeah, you can. You can click the link in this chat box, just not on the screen. Let's see. Just going through some of your questions. So Greg said, I have mobile opt-in. How will I be notified of the training next week? Very simple. I'll be sending an email to the people that were on this webinar. Okay, so if you were on this webinar tonight, you will get access to that training. I'll be sending you an email and you'll get access to it. So be very clear that it will not include anybody else. Okay, so nobody else will actually be getting access to this. It will just be the people that were on this webinar. All right, so I will be sending you that in your email. All right, just kind of going through. Troy says, already showing up in my account. Very good. Lydia, no, mobile opt-in is not part of our ambassador program or anything like that. So let me be pretty clear, because we got a lot of people that have a lot of different things. Mobile opt-in is a software. If you're in our ambassador program, that means you get the access to promote it, which means you can make money from it, which is why I don't really promote it. I let my students down. They can make money off of the promotion of it. So, but if you have that, that doesn't mean that you have the software, right? The software itself is a software that you can purchase and use for your business, okay? Very good. I'm just making sure that everybody's on there. All right. I'm trying to make sure I answer all of your questions. Are there any monthly fees? No, there's not any monthly fees. Karen says, I finally got in. Welcome, Karen. Congratulations. And I want to make sure there's not people that are still trying to get in, because we're about to close it down. So if you are on the order form page and trying to get in, Tony, yeah, it's a one-time payment. Yes, mobile opt-in will work with the ambassador program funnels. Am I giving another copy away? Yes, I am. In just a minute, I'm going to be giving it away to somebody that commented on that Facebook post for me. So I will be doing that in about 60 seconds because I'm wrapping things up. So why don't I do that? If you want to get in, you've got the links. We'll leave it here while I go and I give away a copy real fast. So maybe I can just pull that over there and then go back. Let's see. So a lot of you should have, if you're on the order form, you've got about 60 seconds or so to get your order in while I give this away. And then we will be wrapping things up and looking forward to next week with the one-on-one mentorship, which I think is going to be dope. And I think you guys are going to love it. Somebody's going to win. Somebody will be able to come hang out with me here or just online, either way, and be able to get some really good training. So let's see. All right, look, this is like on fire, I guess. All right, so we have this post down here. I'm going to give you a second to leave me some comments on it because I know I didn't show it up. So here is the post right here. All right, some of you didn't see it. It's that post, and there's the website address to go to, go.bsc.com/Facebook. All right, so go.bsc.com/Facebook. And I'll be able to pull this up here, I believe. Probably going to make a make my computer mad, because it's very hard to get the comments to load on here. It's like a nightmare. So this is the post, and there's the link. And if you want mobile opt-in, kind of like there's the URLs. So you kind of have all three things on your screen at one time. I know that's kind of crazy, but you can kind of do all three. All right. So I'm going to look now so we can hook somebody up with a free mobile opt-in account. All right. What would you guys rather have, a free mobile opt-in account or cash? Type it in the chat box. Free account or cash? Somebody said both. All right. Well, obviously, if you already have mobile opt-in, then I'll give you cash, because clearly I'm not going to not give it to you. Okay. All right. So here we go. Let's do our giveaway right now. So you've got a few seconds to get it on here. Here we go. All right. All right. So you can see I'm scrolling through. There you go. On my phone. It's a lot easier. It doesn't hang up every 2 seconds, okay? All right, yes, I'll be giving you the keyword and then the link to your free funnels in just a second when we wrap things up. And of course, until we wrap things up, you guys are able to get in and get some things done. By the way, there are some of you that are just like, I want to be super, I'm trying to be like real, super respectful. But don't just keep trying to repeat your order if it doesn't go through. It's probably your credit card company, because I've seen, not that all of you are doing this, but Lynn Miller, Elaine Maxim, Ray Dunbar, Vivian, I guess Heeman maybe. Some of you might have ended up getting your orders to go through, but for the most part, you guys weren't able to. Again, don't panic just because it didn't go through. Just flip your card over and dial the number on the back, tell the bank, and then come back and replace your order once they tell you it's okay. And if you've already gotten into this point like this, then we'll honor your order no matter, if it comes in tonight, we'll honor it, right, for our bonus. So I just want to be clear so you're not freaking out just pressing submit 5 million times when you don't have to. All right, so here we go. Sorry, my throat is killing me. All right, time to give away a mobile opt-in. I'm loading all of them, okay, so you guys can see this. So we're going to load all of these. For some reason, it hid some of them. That's another good reason to have it on your phone. All right. All right, here we go. So all of it's on here. Well, some of these are still hid. Sorry, I want it to be fair. Facebook just hides posts. I don't know why. Like, none of you said anything. I think it's just because I got so many posts at one time. They just, like, hid the post. It's really crazy. Okay, now I got it. All right, here we go. We'll roll this on through and go through, and we are landing on, it says, man, I'm sorry, Amy Hernandez Rodriguez. You can see that's where it landed. Amy Hernandez Rodriguez. I have no clue if you bought mobile opt-in or if you're on here, but you got to be on here to win. Is Amy still on here? Amy Hernandez Rodriguez. Yep, Amy is here. All right. So, Amy, if you'll put your email address in the chat box for me right now, we will hook you up with a free copy of mobile opt-in tonight for leaving us some comments on Facebook. You'll get them. We'll have your access sent. There we go. I got it. All right, Amy, I got your email address here. I will put it in my notes, and we'll send you your access. You'll get access to it right inside of your Morrison Education account. You should have it there probably within an hour. All right, so within an hour, maximum hour. So again, some of you like Nancy Howard just tried to get in. Please don't just keep submitting. Just call your bank. Yours actually said invalid credit card number, so you may have just typed it in wrong. But most everybody else just says it's declined by the bank and it's an issuer decline. So just flip your card over, call the bank, and tell them you want to make this purchase, and then try again, and it should work just fine. All right, everybody go with that? All right, let's give away your free funnels and your password for the night. So you guys can see we don't have to have this up anymore. You have some free funnels, okay? If you're brand new to the Success Connection, there are free funnels everywhere. This is the free funnel page right here. Tons and tons of free funnels. If you don't have ClickFunnels, you can get it right here. All of our funnels for our solo ad workshop are down here. So tons and tons of free funnels on this page. So how do you get to this page to get the free funnels? Well, the answer to that is a little easier than you may think. To get the free funnels, you just go to this website address right here, okay? So it's go.vsc.com/funnel. And the password and the keyword for tonight, the password and the keyword for tonight is boom. Now, you might be asking yourself, why did Anthony make the password boom? I don't honestly know why I made the password boom. It's the first thing that came to my mind when I was sitting there was boom. And so that just sometimes that's just how it works. So the password is boom. Go.vsc.com/funnel. The password is boom. That will allow you to get access to your free funnels. Listen, next week is going to be a phenomenal week. Next week we are going to crush it on the Success Connection. We're going to be starting our mobile domination workshop. Somebody's going to win a one-on-one mentoring with me, which again, I've never even done before. So this is pretty incredible stuff. Definitely not something that is normal, right? So I'm pretty excited about it. I'm going to leave my links right here up on the screen for about 5 minutes while I close down, get all my stuff taken care of, because there are quite a few of you whose credit cards have declined, and those links will expire that you see on the screen. They're set to expire at midnight. I always set my links to expire at midnight. So if Nancy or Vivian or Ray or Elaine or Lynn or Jim or Tom or Matt or Paulette and the others whose cards have declined tonight, if you guys need a little time to make it happen and make it work, the time is there. I don't want to push on a bunch of you. Wait, some of you are saying password isn't working? Let me look. Is the password working for anybody? Just say yes or no. What? Hold on one second. Good thing I looked down. It will in a sec, but it should already be working. That doesn't make any sense. 1 second. Maybe I think I never actually edited. I'm losing my mind. I didn't hit save. Hold on. Password now works. There we go. All right, boom will work now. I promise. Give it a try. Boom will work. Just say yes if boom is working. There you go. Boom is working. Sorry, I must have just not hit save earlier. That's odd. Must be the case. Okay. Well, hopefully you guys have enjoyed tonight. Hopefully you had a great time. We'll be back next week right here, same place, same time on the Success Connection. We're going to be going over our mobile domination workshop. I'm going to show you how to crush it with some traffic, make some big money. If you got in on mobile opt-in tonight, or you get in the next 5 minutes before I close down the webinar, then you're going to get my free workshop series next week on how we're doing $6,000 a day in profit, building our list completely free. I'll give you the offer. We'll build it out in mobile opt-in together. I'll show you the exact steps that we're using so that you can duplicate what we're doing. If you're already a mobile opt-in user, please don't buy it again. We will still give you that same bonus if you were on the webinar tonight. And we'll also be doing our mentoring next week, giving away a one-on-one mentorship completely free. If you enjoyed tonight's Success Connection, leave me some comments on Facebook. Let me know that you enjoyed it. Let other people know you enjoyed it. And whatever you do not miss next week. Next week, I will be giving away the biggest value I think that I've ever given away on this webinar series, and that is mentoring with me, which I've absolutely never done. So with that said, guys, have a safe weekend, have a fun weekend, and if you're celebrating a holiday, have a great time with your family and friends. I'm going to go get my dad some medicine. I'm going to leave this up on the screen here for about 5 minutes. If you want to take action, now is the time to do it. I will not be offering it with that training. Again, that training will not be put into mobile opt-in. So if you're kind of thinking about it and then saying, well, I'll do it tomorrow or I'll do it next week, and you can. There's nothing wrong with that, but I'm not giving that training to anybody that is not on this webinar tonight and enrolled tonight, because that's what I said I would do. I got to keep my word. All right. So take action, get enrolled. I look forward to helping you with mobile opt-in. I think you're going to love it. Make sure that you get your free funnels. If you don't have ClickFunnels, get it. It's great. I use it. 8-figure rewards. You can have one too if you start using the right funnels and doing the right thing. And I'll see you all next week right here, same place, same time on the Success Connection. Take care, everybody. Good night.